very hard to get to what is at the core. So may I share a very short dream that illustrates how lucid dreaming can lead you to this experience of how you can actually have a closer view of the kinds of things that certainly come from extensive meditation and practice and that. But you can also, in a lucid dream, say, I want this dream not to be what I want, not what the dream ego wants, what I'm used to wanting, but to say, I'd like to be shown something that's beyond myself. I want to be guided by whatever guru source of wisdom is in me, something that knows better than I, in the limited self. That's what I want to be shown. And so for me, I formulated that as I want to have an experience of the highest potential. And so here I'm going directly into a lucid dream one morning. I find myself driving down the road. It seems as if I just got in my little sports car and on the way to Stanford, because everything is green and the golf course and all is vividly beautiful. And I'm driving down the road and I see off to the side there an attractive hitchhiker. And my first impulse is to think, well, I could stop, pick her up, etc., But then I remember that I've already had that dream. and that what I want is beyond that. It's the highest potential. Now, the moment I make that little bit of renunciation, so I give up something, it's sort of a direct pleasure of a lesser sort. Say, all right, that's not what matters. Here's, remember. And so I have to deliberately do that. The car now and I start to fly into the air. And as we fly upward into the clouds, through the clouds, there are symbols of traditional religion. Star of David, a steeple with a cross on top of it. But it's basically, there's religion in these clouds. And I fly higher and the car disappears. The vehicle of the car is gone. And so is the vehicle of my body now has fallen away as well. So I go beyond that into whatever is beyond all that. It's an emptiness, this inner outer space. It's going into this vast space that is empty, and surprisingly, amazingly, it feels like homecoming. What's this? I had forgotten all about this state, this presence, this level of being that has always been here. It still is. Where is it? Not over there somewhere. It's here. I just haven't seen it. I've forgotten about it. Overwhelmed with joy, just singing songs of praise about the bliss of how the world's so perfectly arranged. And woke up with a sense of yes, I remember the joy, and I remember the sense of harmony and connection and oneness. But much of what I knew in the dream was no longer with me. It was the esoteric component didn't come along with me when I was back on my usual beach monkey level, right? But when I interpreted this dream, say, well, what is that? That somehow was an answer to what I was asking for of the highest potential. It felt like an answer. It felt like, yes, this is something, but it was surprising. What? It was basically nothing, right? It was an emptiness, but the surprisingness is that nothing was more like a plenum. It was full of potential, of all being, love, and it was the source of it all. It was home somehow. And that realization also then unfolded further to say, what about death?